Hello Flosstube, this is Alma the Tattooed Reading Owl here on YouTube and on Instagram, and this is Flosstube number 11. Today is Wednesday, March 13th, and here in Southern California we've been having a lot of rain, which is sucks because we can't really do anything, but I guess some people like it. But hopefully the lighting will be okay. I did open all my windows, so hopefully that is enough of light, but it is really gloomy outside and I don't have all the fancy lighting, so hopefully you're able to see my projects. So actually I think I might take off my glasses, yeah, that way you don't see the glare on them. Today I have a few whips to talk about, and I actually have a finish and an almost finish. So as you can tell, I don't know if you guys remember, my walls were yellow before, and now they're green. So we've been doing a lot of spring cleaning here in my house. We decided to paint the walls and reorganize, I guess, the house and declutter and get rid of a bunch of stuff. So I'm still working on it. So I moved my desk closer to the other wall, and I think I like it better. I tried to move all my crafting area stuff to this corner of the living room, because I had crafting things here and there and almost in every single room. So I tried to just condense everything into one little corner of the living room so I wouldn't drive my husband and my kids crazy. So I'm still working on the organization, so I might still move some things around, but I didn't want to hold off on this video. It has been about 3 weeks since I filmed, so here we go. My first thing I want to show you is actually my finish. It's the big hearted town, it's the Valentine's Day one, the tiny town. So here is my finish, and I finished this while I was in while it was in a Zoom chat with some of my friends, and I was even able to do these little buttons. That little button's kind of crooked, but it's okay. So here it is. This is on a fabric of the month by Be Stitch Me. It's the June 2021. It's a 32 count Jobelet. So here it is. I used the DMC for them, and the next one that I am going to start is the spring one. I don't know what the name of it is. I have it, but I don't know what the name of it, and I haven't pulled but I will be doing it in DMC, and I think I'm going to be doing it on this fabric. And I was thinking that I was going to do it 1/1, so it could be a tiny drum, but I think this would be a good size drum. I don't think, if I do, I think it'll be a good size. So I might just end up I changed my mind, and I might just end up doing them all in a 32 count so they could kind of have the same size. I don't know if the stitch count is all the same, but they'll be almost the same size. My hair is just doing some weird stuff. So here it is. It's a finish. It is actually my first finish of 2023. I did put my initials right here on the little house. I'm not really 100% sure I want to keep that, but I do have that and I love it. So hopefully I'm thinking maybe I'll start the spring one in the first day of spring. I think it's this month. So I need to I need to kit that one up. And again, I will be using the DMC for it, so I should be able to have them in my stash. I did write down some notes this time, so that's what I opened up right now. So I do have a new start. Again, this year I'm just gonna start all the things whenever I feel like starting something. It's just gonna be a stressful year. It has been a stressful year so far, so it's gonna be a stressful year. So whatever makes me happy, and if a new start makes me happy, then that's what I'm gonna stitch on. I'm not gonna hold myself. Maybe next year I'll do the no new starts thing, but I doubt it, because I like to start things. I like to stitch on new things. Sometimes I don't finish them all, but I'm gonna try to finish some stuff this year. So my new start is actually the Moonlight sampler by the Blue Flower. I am using mostly all the DMCs for this, except 3, because I actually had them. I don't really normally have a lot of classic colorworks. I got these one of the stitching stores here in Long Beach that was going out of business, and she was giving almost everything 50% off. So I just went in there and I grabbed a bunch of different colors, Gentle Arts and classic colorworks, and I actually happen to have 3 of the colors it calls for. So I am using those 3, but the rest I'm using the DNC conversion, which would be all these. I think it's a very nice color palette. And I am working on this on a 36 count linen, which I got at Stitcher's Paradise. And here is where I started. So I wanted to go, this would be the length of it, because I wanted to make sure that it fit completely on this fabric, because I only have like a 2-inch margin on both, so I just wanted to verify that it did fit on it. So it does, so I will be finishing it on this, and I do need to serge the edges. And I don't know how many stitches this is, but I did have to finish that cute little owl, of course, because I love owls. And my needle minder is an owl. I did have to, I actually had it all the way down to like about here, and then I noticed that this vine was like a couple stitches too low. I miscounted somewhere, so I had to come back and frog all this out, and then I restitched all this. So there it is, and you could actually, maybe you could tell where it's like up to here. That's where I frogged it. That's what I frogged. But I think it looks cute. I love that little owl. He's not gonna just be floating up there. There's like an actual like thing. Where are you? Here. That it's going to be, he's gonna be on. So that is my new start. Like I said, I do plan to have a new start the first day of spring, which I think it's the 21st or something. Whenever spring is, the first day of spring, I think that's when I'm gonna start the big hearted, the tiny town, the spring one, because I do want to, I have most of them, and I do want to stitch them and make little drums. So that is my new start for this time. And my next whip is actually a restart. I had started this on with DMC, and I thought that maybe it would look better with the over-dyed flosses. So this chart is Ghoulfriends by Teresa Kogut, And this is gonna be a round robin, I guess, with my friends Ray, Stephanie, and Raquel. Each one is gonna stitch a little lady there for me, and I am actually, my job is to do the whole border and the rest of it, and each one of us is going to stitch a lady for each other. So there it is. I am using all the called for flosses, and if anybody's gonna stitch this, we did notice that you're gonna at least need, depending on the size of the fabric, the size of the fabric that you choose to stitch it on, you are gonna need 2 of the onyx, because I don't even have the whole border done, and that is all that I have left. So I did place an order for another one, and my friend Ray, I think she finished the whole border, and she says, which I'm gonna take her word for, that you're gonna need at least maybe 2 of these. We're not 100% sure because we're not done yet, but we may need 2 of the Valdani washed orange. So I did place an order for that as well. So this is my new start. Here it is. This is on a mystery linen that Ray gave me at the Crazy Women Stitching Retreat. So I think it's a 32 count. I don't know the color of it. So I had to frog everything that I had, and this is how far I am at the moment. I do need to get this finished, well, at least the border done. We told each other that we needed to do at least some of this border and some of the bottom border so that we could count off and start the ladies. So here it is. I was gonna add another one to represent me, but I think I'm just gonna leave it as 3 beautiful ladies that are my friends, and they will stitch that for me. So here it is. I need to be done with this, well, at least the border of it, by the Southern Utah retreat that I will be going to in April, because I need to pass it on to the next lady, lovely lady. So that was next. The next project that I worked on is my Paris Mandala by Chatelaine. Again, like I've said before, I want this to be done before my daughter's quinceañeras, and her quinceañeras on November, but I want this to be done by October, so I have time to at least frame it myself for temporary, to be able to show it off in her quinceañera, because her quinceañera theme is Paris, a night in Paris. So I thought this would be beautiful to be able to display it in one of her tables. So this is what it's gonna look like when it's done, hopefully. This is where it was before, because I'm not 100% sure where it was before. And this is where it is now. So first, let me give you a look like that. And now let's see a close-up. So I know that I did have this and this building last time we talked. So those buildings are done. And I believe, again, you would have seen the before picture, but I believe I got these 2 buildings done. So all the stitching, the X's and the back stitching are done. And I started on the next Eiffel Tower. That Eiffel Tower is a beast because it has a lot of color changing, and there's like one stitch of one color and then another stitch of another color, and then so I am trying to color complete as much as I can with this project. So, and I'm not ashamed. I will show you my back. You will see threads everywhere. And I think, you know, you're not going to see the threads in the back. You're not going to see the back. So I think it's okay. But that's where I am. So hopefully I will finish this soon, and then I will continue to the rest of the buildings. I do have 2.5 more Eiffel Towers to do. So wish me luck. Hopefully I am. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, this is on a 28 count Picture This Plus Helix Lugana. It's a 1/2 yard. So 28 count. Hopefully the beads lay beautifully on this, and hopefully I'm able to finish it soon. This is a focus project, so any little chance I get, I am working on that, and I am trying to not get fed up with it or bored with it. I do get bored with not the project itself, but seeing the same thing over and over. So I'm trying to give myself little breaks in between, but that is a main focus. This one and another whip that I will show you in a bit. But I am trying to finish those 2 projects by October. So wish me luck on that. And actually I have a picture of this on my... This is Barbra Anna's Garden Dreams. Actually, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Here is where it was before. And here it is now. So I know I've been working, I just took this whip out. So I know that I got mostly all this done, and yeah, I think the only thing that's missing is the back stitch and that big old that big old green, that's another one of my whips, but I think that glare, there you go, that whole green mountain. So here it is. This is on a, I want to say 28 count piece of something that I had in my stash that I started with. So I don't know what the fabric is, but here it is. Here it is. Here it is where it is now. Words are hard. Anyways, so I am outlining all the green, you know, so pretty much everything in between the stitching will be green. So I don't know what I want to do. This is a great fill-in project for my retreat in April for the Southern Utah stitching retreat in April. So, but I do want this to be done since it's only that little bit of stitching left. So I don't know if I want to finish this or just outline the whole mountain and then take it to my retreat and finish it there. So what do you think? Should I finish it off and just call it done, or just use it as a fill-in stitching in the retreat, which would be a lot easier for me to do instead of trying to count? So let me know what you guys think. The next project is another one of my focus piece. You have seen it quite a few times. It is Rapunzel by Mirabilia. Again, this will be something I give my daughter for her 15th birthday. I have given my nieces, each one of my nieces, well, one of my nieces for her 15th birthday and another one for her 21st birthday because, well, I wasn't stitching when she turned 15, so I thought another big milestone, I guess, is when you turn 21. So I did give it to her for 21st birthday. So the next one that has a 15 is my daughter. So it is Rapunzel by Mirabilia. Again, think I'm going to rechart that R to be an A since her name does start with an A. And this is on a Be Stitch Me mystery fabric. It is a 28 count Jobelin, fat quarter. And can you tell I try to organize everything? That's like a first for me. Just for you, Raquel, just for you, I'm more organized. But here it is. Actually, here is it. How would you say that? This is where it was before, the last time I showed it to you. And this is where it is now. I know I did a bunch of these pinks. Yeah, I would call it pinks. Pinks and some of the browns. I have been focusing more on my Chatelaine because these are big blocks of color, so it's a lot easier for me to do it. I think I would be able to finish this a lot faster than my Chatelaine. My Chatelaine is a more time-consuming project, so I think I am focusing more on the Chatelaine than on this, but I know I could get it done. I have done it before. For my niece, I did red, and I stitched that within, I want to say 2 months, it was done. So I know that I do need to focus on this more, but I think it would be a later on in the year kind of focus. So here it is now, where it is now. And I love Mirabilias. So, and my last whip, like I said, I am trying to touch each one of my whips this year, along with starting a whole other load. This is one of the first Mirabilias that I started. So this has been a whip since 2020, 2021. That's when I first started stitching, and that is Queen Mariposa by Mirabilia as well. My mom loves butterflies, so this is going to be something I give her eventually. It's not something I am in a rush to finish, but I do want to work on her. So that's where it is. That's what it's going to look like when it's done. Here it is, how it was before I started working on. And here it is now. So I did work on her big old dress, on this little part of her dress. And this is also stitched on a mystery fabric by Be Stitch Me 28 count Jobelin. I do a lot of Friday night fight nights with her, and a lot of my fabrics that I am working on are Be Stitch Me because that's my favorite dyer at the moment. So here it is. The skin color that she is resembles a lot of the skin color my mom is. So I'm not gonna change her skin color, but I do want to change her hair color. Even though my mom dyes her hair and she tries to pretend that she doesn't have gray hair, but I think I'm gonna make her a gray haired, beautiful queen the way my mom is. So I am planning to do a hair conversion, but I think the skin resembles a lot of how my mom, her skin color. So I think I'm okay with stitching the skin the way it is. So that's where she is, and I am a Graceaholic. I don't like the new seasons, so I like the old seasons, so I like to go back and watch the old seasons. I hate the new ones. But let's not get into that tangent. And here it is. Again, Mystery Fabric by Be Stitch Me. It is a 28 count. And that is actually all that I worked on cross-stitching related. So I am gonna talk about my haul next. And I did work on something else, but it's not cross-stitch related, so I don't want to... We're gonna talk about that later. So my haul, I don't have all of my haul that I've ordered because I did place order with 1 2 3 Stitch and Cobweb Corner. The one for Cobweb Corner should be here maybe tomorrow, and the one for 1 2 3 Stitch should be here Friday, so that would be on my next video. But like I said, I did need another skein of onyx, and just to be on the safe side, I got another one. So I got 2 skeins of onyx. And since Floss cannot travel alone, I did decide to finally get, what is this? Coffee Quaker by Heartstring Samplers. I've been eyeing this. I've been seeing people stitch it. So I finally said, it is mine, come home. So I do love coffee. I need coffee every morning. So I do eventually would want a little coffee station in my house. And I will stitch this someday for that. I did get the new, when I ordered the onyx, this was already in stock in their website. And it was like that weekend of market. So I don't know how they got it there so fast, but I did get this Heart in Hand, A Honey of a Town. I love the sunflowers. So I will be stitching that maybe sometime in the summer. And okay, if you've been here for a while, you know that I don't stitch much or at all patriotic. It's not that I don't like it. It's not that I'm not patriotic, but I just, nothing has called my attention that's patriotic, except this one. Why? I don't know. But it's it's Let Freedom Ring by Lila Studios. And I just think it's so beautiful. What am I gonna do with it when I stitch it? I don't know. I'm sorry, whenever I finish it, I don't know, but I've seen people stitch it, and these flowers, when they stitch those flowers there, I fell in love with it. So I'm gonna start it this year. Exactly when, I don't know, but my daughter does like history. She loves history. She's always talking about what she learned in history, and she's been talking about that maybe she wants to be a history teacher. So maybe she's 15, so by the time she's a history teacher, it's gonna be like maybe another 10 years. So maybe I'll finish this by then, and I will give it to her so she could put it in her classroom, or I could always donate it to a school, or I don't know. But I love it, and I'm gonna start it. I do have one of the old covered bridge Gentle Arts skein, and I do want to do the called for flosses, so I did place the order for the flosses for this. I don't have fabric yet. I don't have, actually the flosses, the fancy flosses are on their way. I don't have fabric pulled for it, but you will be seeing this started soon. Exactly when, I don't know, but you will see it started soon, because I've been seeing it for years now, and I'm like, I keep telling myself I don't need it, I don't need it. What are you gonna do with it? But I think it's just gonna bring me joy just seeing those flowers, and I'll figure out what to do with it once it's done, because you know me, I'm not gonna finish it anytime soon. So I did get my fabric of the month from Bestitch Me. This is, we're in March, February's fabric of the month, so I'm pretty sure everybody has received it, but if you haven't, look away, I guess. I am in both her color and her neutral fabric of the month, so I'd get both. This is a 28 count Jobelin, and the name is Sherbet. I think this is her color. Crinkle, sorry. This is her color. I think I may change both the color and the neutral to linen, because I do have a lot of Jobelin already and 28 count. So maybe a 36 count color linen. But, and I know that the color pops more on linen, so that is Sherbet. Actually, you know what? I am going to do that. I am going to email her today. So maybe not this month, but April's fabric will probably both be linen, and maybe I'll get a 28 count of color. What would I do with that? I don't know. Tell me, what do you think? I do a lot of mirrors, fanciolitis. So I do need a 28 count or a 32 count. I do have a lot of her 32 count. I don't have a lot of her 28 count. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just change it to linen and keep the 28 count. Because I do have a lot of 32 count of hers. I don't know. What do you guys think? Tell me. Tell me, what do you recommend me do? So this is a 40 count Flan, and this is her neutral. This is her neutral this month. I love it. I think I need this in a different count for a fancy lady. Which one? I don't know. Speaking of which, did you see the new Bella Filipina? I need that now. I need that in my house now. And I could always change it to my husband and me. Here, this is a new Bella Filipina. Pina. It's a mermaid, a male and a female mermaid, like intertwined. It's pretty cool. I need it. I need it in my life. I need it now. I won't stitch it now, but I need it now. And that is all that I have. I do want to shout out 2 new floss tubes that I found. And I think they're pretty cool. I love their projects. One is Judy, the District Stitcher, and I will link both of them down below because I have 2. She has, I believe, 4 videos up. I've only seen 2, and after this I will be going back and seeing her other 2. I love her vibe, I love her projects, and I want to see more. And I think you guys should go and watch as well. And the next one is Elena, I think that's how she says it. Her name is Whimsical Stitcher. She's a Southern California stitcher. She's brand new. She only has 1 video out. She has a lot of full coverage and a lot of other projects that I think are cool, and I want to see more from her. Hopefully she does continue to do more videos, and you guys should go watch her. They're pretty cool, and I will link them below. There's a lot more, but I'm gonna shout out just 2 for now. So those are the new Flosstubers that I've been watching. And the other projects that I've been doing, or the other project that I've been doing, is every time I go to Joann's, I get fabric that I think it's pretty cool, and I want to make a project bag from it. I'm not a perfect sewer, but these project bags are going to be for me. I may give one or two to friends that I meet, and or friends that I have, and hopefully they appreciate that it's being made with love. But as far as I know now, right now, these project bags are for me. And I do have a lot of fabric that I found in my stash when I was cleaning out my bins over here that I've had for years. And for years I've been saying that I'm going to do a project bag, and I haven't. So I decided to start doing project bags. So for myself, not to sell or anything. So I've already finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here's one. Some of them are oddly shaped, just because, you know, I had this piece of fabric and I was able to make this size if I cut them in half. So here's one, and this is the other one. It wasn't crooked, I promise. I mean, like I said, they're not straight, they're not like perfect, but they're good enough. They're gonna do their job for me, for what I'm using it for. And I know I'm not a great seamstress, so I'm okay with the imperfections of them. So here it is. And this one has a cool, like, California fabric. Oop, hair in my face. This is, I got a green polka dot for that one, the same ones for the other one. I did make 2 of these because, again, the size, the piece of fabric that I had, if I cut them in half, this is the size that it came out. Again, not perfect, but they will do the job for me. And this, I love this fabric. Love it. And I have this pretty flower thing. So these are the 4 that I have already. They're done. They're ready to be used. I just need to snip off the threads. And these are the project bags that I have cut out and are ready to be sewn together. So this is the Teresa Kogut stitching bird fabric. I do have 2 of this. Some of them I have 2 of, because again, fabric, why leave just a little piece? I could use it all. Winnie the Pooh. Another Winnie the Pooh. I have gnomes. And this is going to be the inside fabric. Oh, look. Another Winnie the Pooh. Fabric. Flamingos. And this is just going to be a blue thing. Alright. You're going to see that I have a thing for gnomes. So, Christmas gnomes. And like this little snowflake pattern type thing. Another one of the same. Snowman, and just like a leafy pattern. These are little tiny ones, sewing machines with this kind of fabric. I have a few of those somewhere. Here we go. I have a few of those, so those are going to be for little patterns. Dragonflies and this random fabric. I love to travel, so a little traveling one with like this cool fabric that I love. Another dragonfly and another Chatelaine one. So again, those are the ones that I have a lot more fabric that I want to do, but I think I told myself, just do those for now, finish those, and then cut more and do more. I will have a whole lot of projects bags at the end of this, but I think I want to change my, you know, the Amazon bags for these. I have a lot of projects in those Amazon bags, so I want to, you know, trade them. I do need to do like some kind of tag so I know what project is in the bags, because again, some of those are the same fabric, so I'm not going to be able to tell, you know, what projects and what. So if you have any recommendations on how I could put a tag on the outside of it, please let me know. Those are in the Vana Pfeiffer. Those are, I saw the Vana Pfeiffer tutorial for the envelope project bags. So I will attach her video there below as well if you guys want to do, you know, some project bags. And that is all for now. I feel like I'm just rambling, so I will let you go. Thank you for watching. Hit subscribe. We still haven't hit 500 subscribers, which is fine. I do this just to be able to communicate to the people that do see it, but you know, I do have that pattern that I do want to give away when I hit 500 subscribers. So if you've been watching and haven't subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. Oh, look. That was the little fibers from the project bags. So hit like and subscribe, all the YouTube things, and I will see you next time. Thank you. Bye.